All right, hey guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to be keeping these wax ring people in business. Yeah, after a wife and the other kids got a taste of the Luxor in the kids' bathroom, they like that toilet's so comfortable. Why don't you put the other one in our master bathroom? I'm like, yeah, but we have the case back here. But everybody likes the Luxor, so here we go. Once again, I pulled my case 1000 out and put this Luxor in here. Now, this is not a Ventaway. This is just a Luxor. All right, the reason I'm making this video, I've already made a video on this toilet, is it was in here. I had it installed for about 2 days, and something went wrong because it had all the original parts. Now, as you can see, it does just say American Standard. It does not say Ventaway, because it's not. It's the Luxor. So, what was happening was one of my girls came in here and said there was water all over the floor. And I'm like, well, I know it can't be the toilet because these things won't overflow. So I knew that wasn't it. So I went here and mopped up the water, no problem. And I left and come back a couple hours later when one of the other kids or something used the bathroom. And sure enough, they said, Dad, there's water on the floor. And again, the bathroom's flooded. And I'm like, there's no way. It's not the toilet. Where is it coming from? So I got it mopped up. Then one of my girls came in here and slipped and fell in the water because there was water on the floor before she went to bed. And I'm like, okay, what the, H is going on? Where is it coming from? I couldn't find nothing leaking. Checked out the water valves. No water nowhere. And then I flushed the toilet. And guess what? Water was poured out all around the tank lid, spraying on the back of the wall and running it down the floor. So I was like, what the, and I'm going to cuss. So I pulled the tank lid off. And I got a face full of water. Water sprayed me right in the face like somebody was spraying me with a garden hose. Here's what happened. The original fill valve, there's an O-ring right inside here on the plunger, and that broke. And the O-ring came apart, so water was spewing out of here. I mean, it was just going everywhere. So, so the valve failed, which not surprising, as old as it is. They make rebuild kits, and I'm going to rebuild this. I can order this whole new plunger for about $20. So that's down the road. For now, I made another valve work. I'm going to show you real quick here. I used a 1B1. Those are classic and very easy to use. Let me turn the light on here. I need the taller one. This one's short. Now, the problem I was having with that was the rod, the float rod, because with the non-Ventaways, they have this float ball chamber. So the short 8 or 10 inch float ball rod wouldn't work because the rod's too short and the float ball was hitting this and it wouldn't let it drop down to fill the tank up. So I need the taller one. I had to reuse the original rod because it's 12 inches and it has to have that angle. And I had to mess with this for about half an hour to get it just right to let that float ball not get stuck down in that reservoir. So yeah, that was a lot of work. I couldn't use a fluid master. I tried that too, but the fluid master float kept coming up and hitting this, and it was holding it down and filling up the tank until it overflowed. So, yeah. The only other way I could have done it was to cut this off of here, and I didn't want to do that because I really wanted to put that original valve back in here. And if you ever have to take the mechanism out, just remember you'll have to leave at least this part of your diverter in your Luxors, whether it be a Ventaway or non-Ventaway, because this is for your flush. You have to have this here to activate the actuator, so you have to leave this part at least. Yeah, I could probably get by with just cutting this off right here. I could cut it there, pull this out, and then the fluid master would have worked fine because no matter what I did in there, if I put it this way, it was hitting the actuator. So that didn't work either, so I had to have took that out. I didn't want to. So I messed with it for a while, and I finally got this to work. The only reason I put silicone there is because this rod had very few threads on the one end of it. So, and this whole thing has threads in it. So, it only, it had a little section of threads. So I put it in there and I just wanted to put a little silicone to keep it from trying to back out or turn or get loose. So the silicone's not to seal it. It just kind of helps keep it from trying to unscrew. Because silicone stays flexible, but yeah, when it hardens, it's like glue. But if I ever have to take it off, I can. That's why I didn't permanently glue it. So that's what I had to do. So let me do this real quick. I'll show you how this works. See that? And the float drops down. I'm going to close it though. Probably won't flush. It may not siphon out, but just wanted to show you guys real quick. That's how that operates. Now, I put the bowl fill back in here, so water's still going through there. And I do get water in my rim. I do want to block this off though, so the rest of that water will go into the rim. this is where the water would actually fill the tank from the original valve. So this is your backflow preventer. So, and this went, I think that went into the bowl, or to the overflow there. So yeah, that's how that worked. So all right guys, hang on one second, I'll pause this and we'll throw some paper in it and just do a regular flush. All right, let's flush it now. And there you have it, guys. All right, thanks for watching. This toilet's definitely going to stay in here for quite a while this time. I'm done switching these toilets out for quite a while. I know I rotate them a lot, but yeah, I have to admit, I will admit, these toilets are very comfortable because of the seat, because of the curved nature of them. So yeah, they are very comfortable. I'm not going to lie. I know what the kids are talking about. So it's much more comfortable in the case. So the case is a round bowl. This is kind of elongated, so it's a little bigger. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys.